Hi, everybody. This is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show, and it's Friday. Thank God. Friday, September 22nd, 2023, and I hope all is well with everybody. Sorry it took me a while to get on. For some reason, Facebook's uh, Sept on their Facebook Live, their go. I'm sorry. Their go live button wasn't working right, and so I had to revamp it and then get it to fix again. So, hey, Ginny. Hey, Virginia. How you doing? What's the weather like in Massachusetts over in your neck of the woods? I understand the East Coast is going to get walloped again by a whole bunch of storms. Over here, they're saying the weather here, we're going to get hit by a cyclone, what they call a atmospheric river cyclone bomb, so to speak. There was a lot of heavy rain and wind here, which is going to be fun to watch. Since I'm up on the third floor, I get a better view of the rain, of the wind coming in or the weather coming in. I'm kind of facing, with my apartment, I'm kind of facing the east side of it. So if the weather is really good, I can see the mountain, which I can't see right now because there's cloud cover around the mountain. So, Mount Rainier. So, anyway, I hope all is well. I see I got 2 viewers. I'd like to see more viewers. Here, let me fix my keyboard. Move it out of the way. And move this a little bit more direct. There we go. Anyway, I just finished watching this morning in Midas Touch, and he did a video regarding Chris Christie, who is a GOP presidential candidate for president, and hola Teresa. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah, well, here it's 72 degrees. It's starting to feel like it's somewhat. I'm going to be opening the windows a little bit. With the cold temperatures we had this morning, what was like 42 degrees this morning. Right now it is 72. And so I don't know how high it's going to get. Okay, we're going to have some gusty winds coming in tomorrow. Joy. So it's going to be a wild weekend because the storm's supposed to move in this weekend. So, hey, welcome to fall. You have spring storms and you have fall storms, and sometimes you have summer storms, and sometimes you have winter storms. So, hey, we gotta live with it, right? Anyway, regarding back to Chris Christie, some of his policies I don't agree with, but some I do. But he's been pointing out a lot of things about Trump, and he says never in our history we had somebody like Trump. He said Trump should have never been elected. He should have been disqualified. He says he felt his qualifications should be that you need to serve in public offices first. Start at the bottom, like town council, all the way up through the state to, town council, county commissioner to state. Hi Nancy. To state, like state senator or state rep or whatever, just to gain experience, and then be a governor of your state and gain even more experience. Governor of state is kind of mirrors the president of the United States, except the president of the United States job is much bigger. Okay, you got a lot more stuff going on than the president of the United States. You got, dealing with the world, okay? We have all our, if you will, a lot of bullies, nation bullies, or bully nations, as I call them. Um, hey, Dorothy. Um, and what you gotta deal with, right? And then, of course, you've got home issues to work on to get that fixed, and you have to put the country first, okay? Your job as president is to represent, you work for the people of the United States. And your main job is to help make things better for everybody. Because it all circulates, it's all connected together, okay? But you have some of these idiot mega rats, as I call them, trying to screw things up, and they can't seem to get it through their thick, stupid skulls. This is how things are. You have to work together. You can't make it your own little utopia. If the mega rats don't want to work across the aisle and want to screw things up for everybody, and they want their own utopia, then they could jolly well go buy an island and move over there and get their citizenship revoked. Because then they don't belong here. Hey, Carolyn! Good to see you guys. Yay! I'm up to 6 viewers. I need more viewers. Feel free to share it, by the way. Okay. Keep in mind, Governor Christie, former Governor Christie, he used to be governor of New Jersey. He served 2 terms in New Jersey, I think. Was it 2 terms in New Jersey? I don't know if New Jersey had term limits for governor. Any of you on the East Coast may know or not know, just let me know on that. Anyway, he's not only that, but he's a former federal prosecutor. So he knows how the law works. He knows how all the various aspects of the law works. And, and of course, Trump should have never, like I said, he should have never been elected. Hillary Clinton knows how things work. Okay, she was Secretary of State. She knows what it's like on the world stage. She really does. And, I think this country's ready for a woman president. But you have to have all the tools and all the knowledge and experience there to help you through the job. That's what's needed. Now, we need to put in requirement standards for President of the United States. Okay? Everybody keeps complaining about the age, right? Well, age is just a number. It all depends on how healthy you are, how knowledgeable you are. We should not be subtly promoting age discrimination either, okay? In the sense Nancy Pelosi is not running again, she's not going to run next year, and neither is Dianne Feinstein. They will complete their terms and they'll retire. And people say, well, we want them out now. No, Let them finish their term and then thank them for their civic duty, okay? Yeah, really good woman president. I think Kamala Harris would make a wonderful woman president. She has the knowledge. She was a federal prosecutor. She knows the law. She knows how everything works. She was Attorney General of California. Yeah, Nikki Haley sometimes throws me off For I don't know why or what the reason was. She kind of throws me off. Um, I mean, she did okay in as governor of South Carolina, but um, you know, I mean, what's wrong with having a woman president? We've had, around the world, okay, nations around the world had women leaders, prime ministers, presidents around the world. And some of them did okay, some of them didn't do okay, because you still have some men that get threatened by a woman taking the head seat in the head of their country. Well, what's wrong with that? Really? Um, okay, if correct me if I'm wrong. Remember your ancient history back in the Roman and Greek times? And the most powerful woman in Greece was Helen of Troy. She did not put up with any crap that goes on. She wanted to keep her people safe, okay? The Greeks were not very happy with the Romans, okay? And they beat them back a number of times. And Helen goes, no, you're not. Out. So she wouldn't put up with it. She was one of the greatest queens and leaders of Greece of all time, okay? Then, of course, you have Cleopatra. She didn't like all the male chauvinism either, okay? She didn't really put up with it. But, the human race needs all the help it could get, okay? It can't just be the men doing it. Women need to help with it too and do it too, okay? But what I don't like, and I'm sure some of you don't like, is those that are kind of ignorant or not, or kind of not ignorant so much they're undereducated and, go do research and everything and say, okay, well, why is this? Well, do research, look it up, find out why, okay? Because when you and I went through school, okay, all of us ladies here went through school, we were taught to do research, right? Go look it up, study on something, and find out why this is this way and what caused it to be this way. Same way with federal laws. Okay, sure, we have a lot of laws, a lot of things in rules and regulations, because you have corrupt people that cause these laws to be in place, okay? And yes, it can be intimidating, and yes, it can cause some issues when people want to start a business or do a business. Well, then you have corrupt people that sit there and screw things up. Well, look what Trump is doing, okay? Now in New York, the state of New York is going after him and his Trump organization, and once he's found guilty in that trial, he's not going to be allowed to do business in New York ever again. Well, I hope the other states take up that up too if he ever has his presence there. But he broke a lot of laws and caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. And the other thing too, he kind of gives good organizations somewhat of a bad name or bad light because it reflects on them. Not only it reflects on him, but it reflects on them. Okay, and of course with him being a malignant narcissist, which he is, the guy still doesn't get it. Okay. So anyway, but I do hope on the GOP side they get back to normal. I hope they just give the MAGAs a big boot and say, you're no longer welcome. You don't belong here. And you refuse to work across the aisle, okay? And you refuse to agree to disagree. if you don't want to behave yourselves here, then out the door. And that's what the GOP should do. Okay. It used to be back in the 60s and 70s, the GOP worked across the aisle. A lot of them did to solve problems and solve issues that needed to be solved, and that's what they did. And they kept the government going that way. But when you have MAGAs in the House throwing a little hissy fit because they can't get what they want, they want to shut down the government. Now, so you guys know, you don't have anything to worry about. The Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security will still be paid. You'll still get your paychecks with that. They can't shut that down because it's on a separate thing, okay? And that's the part that MAGA can't seem to get through their thick, stupid skulls. We pay into it. And then when we get ready to retire, we get the pensions from it, okay? They don't seem to get it, okay? So, I do hope, as far as Chris Christie goes, I hope he is the nominee in the GOP side. I really do. And just knock all the others out. You know, Trump had, he didn't have a prayer, okay? And I know it's more and more people are leaving him. I really do. Even Fox News is in trouble, okay? Because they got another big, massive lawsuit against them, and through all the functionary and the pensions and everything else that invest into Fox News, and Fox News screwed them up. And so they're going after Fox News, and Fox News is going to be given the proverbial boot, okay? I think Fox News is going to be forced to sell some of their assets or give up some of their TV contracts. Oh, another thing too. What is it? Oh, Rupert Murdoch. He was forced to step down. Retire. Well, they can't touch that, Teresa. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Dusty. Well, okay, this is what you need to do, girl. One, I love you. Number two, make some hot chicken noodle soup, okay? And have a hot cup of tea, you know, green tea with honey. Have it with that, because that will help you with your cough. And if you're not better, go back to your doctor. It sounds like, I'm not a doctor, but it sounds like to me there's something else that's going on. That's not, is refusing to let you go. Because I, you know, through my life, I ran into that too. I get sick, and so for some reason, I keep getting reoccurrences, and they go, something's going on, and we're gonna do some more digging, some more checking. They found this something else, and they fixed that, and then it went away. But yeah, go get your checked out. Green tea, you know, with honey. That helps. It really does. Because I had that when I had walking pneumonia several years ago. I don't care to repeat that experience of walking pneumonia. Sometimes you don't know you have it till it hits you. So anyway, GOP, I don't think next year they're going to have any kind of control at all because the stunt they pulled. The House is going to flip. It's going to lose. The GOP is going to lose the House. And I think a lot of Democrats and independents will be in there. Got a question for you, Dusty. Have you been getting a lot of vitamin D? Because that's essential right there. Vitamin D and vitamin C. Vitamin D you get from the sun. Um, which you need. And maybe talk to your doctor about the vitamin B12 shots. Okay. Um, I had to do that a couple of times, and my daughter had to do that a couple of times. So, now, the next thing, we need to focus on our democracy, but agree to disagree on some issues. Because all of us experience different things. Oh, okay. Dusty, go see your doctor again and see about getting vitamin B12 shots or tablets and take those for a while. Okay? Get your B12 and get your vitamin D. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Wear off cold if you can. Colds are nasty viruses. When you catch a cold, you catch a cold. Now, so far, I've been very lucky this year. I haven't caught any, so compared to when I lived in my old apartment. Anyway, we need to focus on democracy and agree to disagree and say, okay, well, if that person disagrees with you, I'm going, okay, why do you disagree? Where does this come from? So, or what is it you don't understand? That type of thing, Ask open-ended questions. Now, I watched Attorney General Garland today through Midas Church. They had a video. If you get a chance, watch that. He slapped GOP Congress hard, especially on the GOP side, hard back so hard it wasn't even funny. Oh yeah, I know. As my dad used to say, Teresa, getting old is the pits. Anyway, Garland, he slapped back Jordan and others and say, I'm not the president's attorney. I am not Congress's prosecutor. And we're a standalone Justice Department. And if you do any interference or break the laws, we will treat you like everybody else and prosecute you if you break federal laws. Well, if they talk over everyone and go, okay, you see this duct tape? I'll slap it on your mouth. You don't sit down and shut up and listen and think. Because when they talk over everyone, it makes you want to go take that person and go, I don't condone violence, but I don't condone disrespect on their part either. Bad manners on their part. I don't condone that. And they need to be put in their place. They need to learn some manners. Yeah, duct tape. And they say, well, you're infringing my freedom of speech and rights. Well, no, you're not, because you're infringing on somebody else when they're trying to make a point about something. You keep talking over them and not listening. Has your parents ever taught you, or your mother ever taught you, don't interrupt when another person's talking? Okay? Yeah, I felt bad for him too, but he was tired of it and he slapped back at them really hard, and he says you don't interfere with federal cases. Because if you do, that's obstruction of justice and that's interference. So, trying to fix my thing here. There we go. So, 4 hours of a stupid hearing, that's a waste of money. They should be focusing on other issues, focusing on how to make things better for everybody. And I think now they'll be voted out of office next year. There are good candidates coming in right now. And they say, no, I'm going to serve, do the job, fix the issues, and get rid of the megas. They need to be given the boot. And I suspect some of them in there are, they did some things during January 6th involved in that. I think that's why they're afraid of Garland. Well, when they do digging, they'll find out. Okay. Yeah, he walks out. He's a coward. He's really a coward. He's just like Trump. A stupid coward. And he has no business being in the middle of the Judiciary Committee at all. They should make it a stiff requirement that a trained lawyer or person that has a law degree has a law degree to be a chairman. So, I wish Hakeem Jeffries was House Speaker, because he would have whipped that into shape so fast it wouldn't be even funny. Oh, President Biden also announced a federal office of gun and violence prevention to help with the police and to help prevent accidents like this. And I think it should have been done a long time ago, but yeah, because look what Australia did. They said the only guns that are allowed in Australia are shotguns, not semi-automatic weapons. Same way for England. England, their guns have to be registered. Okay, they don't allow semi-automatic unless the police are allowed that, or when they go after international criminals and things like that. And my thinking is there's always an exception to every rule, okay? But, yeah, it's common sense. Well, it's 1:30 already. Wow, time flies when we're having fun. Okay, I will post this very same video on my YouTube channel, Ginger's Chat Show. Be sure to encourage subscribers. Be sure to share. And share on this one too. And I will see you guys on, let me check my calendar real quick. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I'll see you guys on Monday as usual at 1 o'clock. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Keep your eye on the sky. You never know what Mother Nature's going to throw us. So, I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. Get well, Dusty. And, see you later. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. And thank you for watching.